So your marriage may not be the problem. Your scrolling might be the problem. So please hear me out. This is just my own opinion. Have you noticed how sometimes you hear someone say, I'm just bored in my marriage? There's nothing terrible happening. There's, no abuse, no betrayal, nothing like that. Both spouses are responsible, families functioning, moving along, and everything is just nice. But somehow, normal life doesn't feel exciting anymore. So, for me, I think social media may be playing a bigger role in this than we realize. So, think about what happens when you scroll through social media. One person is in Dubai, you swipe, somebody is celebrating their anniversary in Paris. You swipe again, somebody just got flowers from their husband or their wife. Swipe again, another couple is laughing on the beach somewhere, or someone bought a new house, a new car, just excitement everywhere. Somebody else is posting, best husband ever, best wife ever. And before you know it, you've consumed like 50 different people's moments in the space of 20 minutes. And here's the problem for me. When the brain experiences all of these separate highlights, seeing it as one, it's a stream of excitement to my knowledge. And you're not watching one person's life. You're watching everybody's highlight reel. So that's the way I look at it. And if you consume enough of that, it can be dangerous. Normal life will begin to start to feel abnormal, and peace starts to feel like boring. Routine starts to feel like something is wrong. Stability starts to feel like you're missing something. So people can become almost like intoxicated, with other people's highlights. It's like a social media high or a sugar high, things like that. So the more excitement you consume, the more and more you need to consume. And eventually, ordinary life it will not be enough. Your spouse cannot compete with those 100 highlight reels, those big date nights, super flowers and cars and all those things. And they shouldn't have to. Because here's what social media doesn't show you. The couple smiling in that vacation picture may have argued that morning. The person posting the anniversary pictures and the flowers and all these things, the beautiful family pictures, they don't show you the time they're paying bills, they're arguing about bills, they're trying to get the children to the hospital, they're trying to do things. Sometimes two people are just exhausted. They don't show you when they just had to sleep for exhaustion. It doesn't give you the whole story. It's important to know this because real marriage has seasons. There will be exciting days, there will be romantic days, there will be difficult days, there will be stressful days, and yes, there will be boring days. So sometimes marriage looks like candlelight and roses. Sometimes marriage looks like, did you pay the bill? Did you forget to pay the mortgage? Things like that. Sometimes it's folding laundry. Sometimes it's just laughing, laughing, laughing all the way to midnight. And sometimes it's sitting quietly. Both of you had a long day and you just want to chill, you just want to rest. That is not a failed marriage, that's life. So be very careful when you start saying, I need more excitement. I am bored. Everybody else seems happier than me. Before you conclude that something is wrong with your marriage, ask yourself one question. What have I been feeding my mind? Have I been consuming so much manufactured excitement that I've kind of lost my appreciation for all the ordinary blessings of the day? Because there is something beautiful about stability. There is still something beautiful about peace. There is something that is beautiful about knowing that your husband, your wife is coming back home from work. There is something that is beautiful about just building a life with someone, even when every day isn't exciting enough to become a highlight reel. So don't throw away something that is real because It doesn't look to you as, someone's edited life. That's not what we want. So make the decision very carefully before you start comparing your marriage to, 30 seconds of a highlight reel. Understand that there's a difference between that and reality. Sometimes we simply need to come down from this social media high and learn to enjoy real life again. Real life is not real life. Real love isn't always exciting. And I think a healthy marriage, it doesn't have to entertain you 24 hours of the day to be worth keeping. So don't let somebody else's highlight reel make you despise the life that you once prayed for. I pray that we hear this today. It's just my own opinion, my 2 cents. God bless you until the next one.